Hi everyone, good morning. It's Pastor Jonathan. I hope this message finds you well. For our daily devotional, I want to share with you a passage out of Luke chapter 18, beginning with verse 35 and going through 43. So hear the word of the Lord. As he approached Jericho, a blind man was sitting by the roadside, begging. When he heard a crowd going by, he asked what was happening. They told him, Jesus of Nazareth is passing by. And then he shouted, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. And those who were in front sternly ordered him to be quiet, but he shouted even more loudly, Son of David, have mercy on me. And Jesus stood still and ordered the man to be brought to him. And when he came near, he said to him, What do you want me to do for you? He said, Lord, let me see again. So Jesus said to him, Receive your sight. Your faith has saved you. Immediately he regained his sight and followed him, glorifying God. And all the people, when they saw it, praised God. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So when I was a kid, I went through this phase where sometimes when I would pray, I would start off my prayer something like this. Dear God, if you're not too busy. And I would start my prayers off with that out of a little sense of guilt in my heart that whatever I was about to say next, whatever it was, whatever the age, that God was too busy, that God had more important things to think about than whatever I was about to say. And honestly, this will not come as a shock to you. I was not going through the most troubling things in the world at that time by any means. In fact, typically, the rest of that prayer would probably sound something like, please make sure that I don't have any nightmares tonight. So you see, I had this incorrect perception of prayer, that it was simply to get God to do things for me, and that, well, maybe some nights God wouldn't want to be troubled. But that's not what I see here in this story of a blind man that Jesus encounters on the roadside next to Jericho. Now, his problems are so much worse than mine. But I think Jesus has the same reaction to all of us in prayer. Thanks be to God. This blind man calls out, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me, and then proceeds to tell him what the problem is in his life at that moment. Lord, I want to see again. And Jesus responds the way that only Jesus can, by stopping, taking time to listen, and then doing his very best to enter into this man's life and bring healing and restoration and redemption. So what I want our practice to be today together is to simply do this. Find a moment or two where you can sit and be quiet just by yourself today. And this practice comes from Ruth Haley Barton. And it's this. Get alone, be quiet, just by yourself, and then put yourself in this blind man's shoes. Whatever seems to be the matter in life. And if nothing's the matter and your life currently is going well and perfect, then just sit and talk. But imagine for a second that Jesus is sitting right in front of you. And he asks you that same question. What do you want me to do for you? What seems to be the problem? What can I give you? Is it strength? Is it peace? Is it a reminder that you are a beloved creation, that I love you with all of my heart? And then confess that to him. Confess whatever seems to be the matter. And spend a few moments holding that space for just a while. That's all I got for today. I love you. I miss you. It was so good to be with you this past Sunday, and I am looking forward to seeing you this coming Sunday. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.